The beauty of the mountains creates an illusion of paradise. But the truth is, it takes hard work to survive here. Arable land is extremely precious. Every available square inch is tilled and planted. The hardest workers seem to be the mules. And as for all that stuff about stubborn as a mule, that saying was probably invented by a donkey. Seems down on the plain, the donkey reigns, but in the mountain, the mule rules. Mules are sterile. You can't cross a mule with a mule. They're a product of a male donkey and a female horse. In these rugged mountains, they're the equivalent of a four-wheel drive, but without the cost of petrol. You certainly wouldn't get too far around here without one.
نتحسب إن كان يطلع حاجة دم مقارنة دم غيجا يطلع حاجة غير دم غير اللي تجمي ناقصة شكون ديستاسيتي حاجة إنك خصها كسردون هاد القيمة ذاكي تاع الزوغ وهذا ورد تدي صفدوطك ورد تبدا تدي صفدوط سردون سيدي نصغر نتقلى بيمي أرز نتقلى بغويد تي سدار سولد لانت يغدلانت هي قاسولي مزي أرس نتقلب غيد ولا نتاخد الدات فيات بزاف تكسرت هي يوسر ورات نصغى ودي والو أرس نتقلب ولا يضرن نتقلب يضرن ولا تانك سي نسكر نكاد يسري قبل تسيلة يغدوه يغي قبل تسيلة أرت نسا يغوري قبل تسيلة ورات نصغى أريد طارغ البيع أدارد ولا نتانوا أسيا أرز نتقلب ولا غدا غانا نتقلب وسردوني غير تنساها هايتكا 30 عام هايتكا.
In these mountains, many facets of Berber village life has remained unchanged for hundreds of years. Until recently, the journey up here was extremely difficult, making some areas almost inaccessible. This mill has been turning grain into flour for centuries. Set in this valley, it's like a picture out of a fairy tale. And like fairy tales, some traditions die hard. Sacks of flour are readily available in the village. But for this woman, factory ground flour could never be the same. This is made from the heart with a lot of pride. Accompanied by the sound of cascading water, this daily chore becomes a time of tranquility in her busy day. The sun takes its time to break over the Imlil valleys in the morning, and the same is true for the trappings of modern life. Electricity didn't arrive here until 1997, and there were no telephones until 1999. Berbers once used the naturally occurring caves around here as homes. These days, the Berber houses are built from the earth and rock of the mountain. From a distance, they blend into the landscape looking like the stairs of giants. It's tough going. Most of the time you're walking up a steep slope. The difference between Berber villages on the plain and these mountain communities is navigating your way through these narrow alleys. In this household, 3 generations of women work on a loom. They're weaving one of their famous Berber carpets, but this one is special. It's for home. Prized and collected internationally for well over 14 centuries, Berber carpets are a vivid expression of these proud people. Rakia has been weaving for as long as she can remember. Her mother taught her when she was a girl, and now she's passing on the skill to her granddaughter. And how long will it take to make one of these carpets? With so many other jobs to do, including tending cows and other animals, Rakia told me she only did carpet weaving when everything else was done. In the past, the coloured wool and other raw materials she uses were produced on the farm, but now it's easier to go shopping for them.
زغتنسا يعني إصدارنا تسغاوين جديد زغتن دينو إصدارنا نتبقى غير مالسنس.
The finished rugs and carpets are either sold or bartered, and any that don't sell are kept for the home. In this remote mountain region, you'd be hard-pressed to find a supermarket. You mainly eat what you grow yourself. Our host and guide, Mohammed, invited a few friends and I into his home. We were treated to a traditional Berber breakfast, and of course, it was made with mountain-fresh ingredients. Chopped tomatoes, onions, cumin, cayenne, turmeric and fresh coriander were cooked in a tagine until it became a thick sauce. And then, freshly beaten eggs were added at the last moment to make the best spicy omelette I have ever tasted. This is Berber cuisine at its very best. It's an all-male affair in a society where women rarely share the table with men. We eat with our fingers, mopping up our breakfast with freshly baked flat bread. It was delicious. I must make a note to put it on the breakfast menu at my restaurant back home. Just a little further up the slope, and I'm treated to some traditional Berber music. Nearby, henna is applied to the hands of a young girl. Traditionally, the younger the girl, the lighter the henna. The paste is made from the crushed leaf of the privet bush. Though the designs vary, henna painting is a common custom all over the Middle East and North Africa. The custom can even be found as far away as India. This song tells the story of a man with too much pride who learns the lesson of humility. The Arica Valley is a green oasis in the shadow of the eastern slopes of Mount Toubkal. During the summer, families come to escape the heat of Marrakesh, and in winter, to hit the ski slopes. The area is also famous for its Berber pottery. All over Morocco, the tagine is the one essential in every kitchen, and Hussein has been making them for over 30 years. Hussein made his first tagine when he was 12 under the direction of his father. He now has it down to a fine art. As well as tagines, lamps, brazier and amphora, Hussein also makes bricks for the local builders. The clay for the pots comes from the nearby forest. The clay used for the red bricks comes from further down in the valley. So I've tried a Berber omelette tagine. Now for another kind. And the Arica Valley is a great spot to sample tagine cooking at its best. Locals from in and around Marrakesh come here to the Arica Valley. And a favourite stop is this roadside cafe, which specialises in tagines, from things like mutton, beef and goat. And I think I'll have the goat. The last time I had goat, it was really strong. But here in Morocco, it seems to be much sweeter and much more tender. It must be the way it's cooked in the tagine. It smells great and it tastes delicious. For all the hardships of living in the mountains, I can't help thinking it's kind of a paradise. Family, good food and honest work seem to be the priorities. Everywhere I went, the people were smiling. Maybe it's the fresh mountain air, or perhaps the hospitality of the Berbers, but my time here has been unforgettable.